If you're waking up tired, ending your day feeling behind, and wondering why no time management system ever seems to stick, this episode is for you. Today, I'm giving you 5 sustainable shifts to finally take back your time, your energy, and your peace. Hey mama, welcome to Career Growth for Working Moms. If you're stuck in a job that doesn't fit or burning out trying to do it all, you're in the right place. I'm Shannon, a career coach and fellow working mom. Here, you'll get simple career strategies and strength-based leadership tips to help you grow with clarity and confidence. So grab your coffee or reheat it for the 3rd time and let's do this. Hey there, mama. Today's topic is one I hear about every single week in coaching sessions. I just feel so overwhelmed. I never have enough time. No matter what system I try, nothing ever seems to stick. If that's you, take a deep breath right now, because here's the truth. Time management isn't just about tools. It's about transformation. You don't need another planner to organize your chaos. You need a way to lead your time so it aligns with who you are and what you value and how you want to show up in your life. So let me tell you about a morning I had a few years ago. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, determined to get ahead. By 6:30, I had journaled, done a quick workout, and prepped breakfast. By 7 o'clock, one kid was melting down over cereal versus toast. The other couldn't find her shoes. My husband asked to send him a file, and my phone started pinging me with Slack notifications. And I had done everything right and still felt behind. That's when it hit me. The problem wasn't my morning routine. It was how I was managing my mind, my energy, and my commitments. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So shift number 1. Traditional advice says block your tasks into your calendar. But here's the shift. Don't just block time. Block energy. Ask yourself, when do I have my best focus energy? When am I more social? When does my body crash? For an example, boss lady in action, your peak is likely morning execution time. Block deep tasks then. Charismatic queen, your peak is collaborative, energizing calls mid-morning or early afternoon. Heart-centered guide, your energy is probably highest after connection and rest, so don't schedule back-to-back draining calls. Visionary brainiacs, your idea peak may be early morning or late evening quiet hours. So let me tell you about Monica. She kept scheduling strategy meetings at 3 p.m. because that's when others were free. But by then, her brain was foggy. Once she shifted those meetings to her morning peak, she felt confident, clear, and entered her day with energy left over. So this week, I want you to audit your calendar. Where are you forcing focus at low energy times? Shift one thing to align with your natural energy. Just one. You can do that. So let's talk about shift number 2. We love lists. I love lists. But lists without filters can equal overwhelm. The shift is to filter every task through these questions. Does this need to be done? Does it need to be done by me? Does it need to be done right now? So let's talk about another client, Andrea. She's a heart-centered guide and had a list of 37 tasks on it daily. So we colored-coded them: must do, should do, and could do. She realized only 4 were truly must-dos. Everything else became optional or scheduled for later. So boss lady in action, your list is your anchor. Just ensure it's not your worth. Charismatic queen, your yeses can dilute your impact. Filter wisely. Heart-centered guy, saying no creates space for deeper connection. And then you visionary brainiacs, limit ideation tasks per day. Execution makes you move forward. So look at today's list. Cross off 3 things that are not must and release the guilt. Got it? Just 3. Okay, speaking of 3, let's talk about the shift number 3. We've been sold the lie that multitasking is efficient. Science says otherwise. So the shift here is to focus on one task for a short, intentional block, maybe 15 to 30 minutes, then reset your brain before the next task. Kayla is a visionary brainiac, and she tried working on 3 projects at once and felt so scattered. We implemented thinking sprints, which were 20-minute focused work, 5-minute brain reset. Her output doubled. So, what this looks like with your leadership style. Boss ladies, micro focus prevents burnout for perfectionism. Charismatic queens, keep you anchored before switching energies. Heart-centered guide, this helps protect your emotional energy between tasks. And you visionary brainiacs, it creates momentum before your brain shifts back to ideation. So, pick one task this week that you're tempted to multitask on. Pick one and set a 20-minute timer. Work only on that and see what happens with your productivity. See what changes in that. All right, shift number 4. From managing time to managing boundaries. Here's the truth. You don't have a time problem. You have a boundary problem. If you're available to everyone all the time, your time will never be yours. So you need to shift this, create and communicate boundaries before you feel resentment. So I have Lisa. She's a charismatic queen. She felt exhausted from constant DMs and Slack messages. We set one daily check-in window for replies. She regained 90 minutes of focused work time every day from just that one change. So let's see. Let's take this and put it back into our leadership styles. Boss ladies, your boundaries protect your productivity. Charismatic queens, boundaries protect your energy. Heart-centered guides, boundaries protect your compassion. And visionary brainiacs, your boundaries protect your thinking space. So let's think, what's one boundary you wish you could set this week? Write it down. Practice communicating that today. All right, our final shift number 5, is probably one of the hardest ones for high-achieving women, and that is to release the lie that it needs to be perfect to be worth doing. Done is better than brilliant. Progress builds clarity. So Brianna is a boss lady, and she spent 3 hours tweaking a proposal that had already been approved. We had to reframe her focus to completion and impact, not polish. That freed up hours for strategic planning. So let's go back and do this back into our leadership style. Boss ladies, progress frees up your capacity for bigger goals. Charismatic queen, progress creates confidence in your message. Heart-centered guide, progress gives you back presence with your family. And visionary brainiacs, progress unlocks the clarity perfection never gives you. Okay, so ask yourself, where am I choosing perfection over progress? What imperfect action can I take today to build momentum? So close your eyes. Well, if you're not driving, take a deep breath in and out. Imagine it's Friday afternoon. Your week is done. What does your body feel like? What is your mind saying to you? Where are you sitting or even standing? Who is with you? What made this a week you're proud of? Anchor in that feeling. That's your truth. That's your clarity. That's your leadership. This week, I want you to pick one of these 5 shifts to implement. Small, sustainable changes will transform your overwhelm into alignment. Screenshot this episode and share your shift on your IG stories and tag me in it at the.shannon.fox. And if you haven't, take the leadership style quiz so that you know your leadership style and you can lead from your strengths. And feel free to leave a review. Help more working moms find their way to calm, clear leadership. You're not failing at time management. You've just been managing time instead of leading it. Let's change that together. See you next time, Mama. Hey, Working Mama. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds to share it with a friend who's stuck in her career but doesn't want to sacrifice her family to grow? Also, please leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It seriously lights me up to know this show is helping you navigate burnout, find clarity, and lead with confidence. All right, Time to shut down my laptop and pretend I'm not hiding from folding that laundry. I'll meet you back here soon for another episode of Career Growth for Working Moms. You've got this.